Today I take on my dad through the Old Firm derby in Scotland, as Celtic confirm a mega dad as their new manager, and I have been announced in the same role at their main rivals Rangers. And we are going to battle it out across 5 seasons on Football Manager, but first here is the point system to determine the winner. A reminder of the points tally is as follows: you gain 1 point for a higher league finish, 1 point for a victory over each other, 1 point for eliminating each other from a cup competition, 3 points for a domestic cup win, 4 points for a domestic league win, 5 points for a Europa/Europa Conference win, and 7 points for the Champions League win. Dad, once again, you are Celtic manager in the Old Firm derby.
Yep.
This time, no signings outside of 1 loan deal.
No, we don't have enough money really to really start. It always starts off like that in the first season, isn't it? But
yeah,
I was a bit sort of like, a bit dodgy in my centre backs. I got this guy in on loan. I think he's quite good for 23 years of age. I'm happy with that.
You got an optional future fee of £4.8 million,
really, so.
and he does go into your starting 11, but you're also nailing him in on that left-hand side.
Yeah, that's where I was the weakest, so nailed him in there, kept him in there.
And then you've obviously gone for kind of like a 4-3-3 in a way, because usually you see a player down there, but it's kind of offset as a striker. Your best 11.
We've got a winger going in there, so.
Yeah, as you can see, he drops to the right, which means Carter Vickers doesn't come into the team, and he's arguably your best centre-back.
Yeah,
so that's the reason why Gabbia was there, because Kobayashi is left-footed, and he knocks Carter Vickers out, and you can already see, he's not a very good player.
No.
Maeda and Furuhashi, your 2 favourites from the last time you were Celtic.
They definitely score the goals, don't they? Maeda, I mean, he doesn't look that good on this, but he's the one who scores the goals, mainly, really.
Well, that teamwork work rate and 19 for pace and acceleration just is telling.
Gets him into the position, doesn't it?
Yeah, 2 pressing forwards there.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll have a look at your schedule so far. We haven't played each other, however, it's the next game. So that's interesting. So, Ross County 3-0. You haven't conceded a goal yet. 1-0 Aberdeen. 2 against St Johnstone, where you beat them 3-2 and 2-0. 3-0 and 2-0.
Yeah.
Haven't conceded a goal yet, so the Gabbia signing was paid off, isn't it?
Definitely, yeah. I'm pleased with that, I must admit. Especially, I mean, St Johnstone, I think they're one of my bogey sides as well, so I'm glad to get them out of the way both times as well in the Cup and the League, so
yeah,
happy with that. Champions
Champions League group stage, of course, this is before it changes to the league phase. You've got Feyenoord, and remember from the previous versus rebuild, he's fine with Feyenoord. Nothing against them whatsoever.
Mate, you confused everybody. They think I've got a problem with them now, don't they? They keep saying it. Have you really got a problem? No, I haven't got a problem. I just do genuinely like Feyenoord.
Nice.
Yeah,
no problem
Luke's
whatsoever.
Just kept on to it, because every time they used to come out, I used to say, I like Feyenoord, but that used to be behind the scenes. So now he's brought it forward.
Yeah, it's because I dislike Rennes.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's all it is.
I tell you who we don't like. That man right there.
Yeah, we're both.
I mean, yeah, exactly, yeah.
I'd kick him if he was on the floor.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, if he was on fire, I wouldn't even pee on him.
No, definitely not.
His son's lovely.
Yeah.
He isn't. So we both dislike Diego Simeone. I'm sure if I seen him in person, I'd be like, all right, Diego. Behind his back.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't even.
I'd lay down right next to him and then volley in the back of his calf, see what he did. But yeah, that's a joke if you watched any football in 1998. Okay, Rangers. Back to Scottish football. I've gone for a 4-2-3-1, and I haven't bought anybody in. All right, there's no money in my side to bring anybody in, as you can see. Mohamed Diamonde is already at the club and is joining on a permanent deal, and I love that because he is one of my favourite players of the last couple of years from FC Norgeland, and he plays a role that I absolutely adore. He's only 21 as well, and that is that centre midfield on attack role. He plays that very well, and as you can see from my best 11, he goes into the lineup doing that. Not a bad side. I think your team is slightly better, as we've kind of seen in real life the last couple of years, of course, under your new boss and of course Brendan Rodgers. Rangers have struggled ever since the great manager of Steven Gerrard left and ruined his career. He should have just stayed there, shouldn't he?
Yeah, he should have done,
so, how did I get on at the start of the season? Well, I've played a lot of games because of Champions League, but I've also played a lot in the Scottish Premiership, and I've done very well there too.
First game,
7-0.
wasn't it?
Yeah, Livingston 6-1, so I'm scoring a lot. Ross County 3-1, so I'm actually top right now. But I've also qualified for the Champions League. Let's go! I beat Servette across 2 legs in the first little qualification stage, and then Panathinaikos in the second, 4-1 and 2-1. So I went to I love Panathinaikos' stadium, by the way.
Actually, I was just looking at that. I thought it did look nice, didn't it?
Yeah. Although, as a manager of Rangers right now, I shouldn't like it. It's green with a clover leaf.
Yeah, you should be, yeah.
But there we go. Anyway, we're up against each other next. My Champions League group looks like this.
Well, that's you finished.
Yeah, I'm out in the group stage.
Yeah, you got no chance, have you?
No, not at all. Who knows? Who knows? I might... No, I won't.
No.
First season, you know how the points tally works, and of course, there's lots of cup competitions in Scotland. We got the Scottish Cup, we got the Premier Sports Cup, and we play against each other so many times. So
there's loads of points there for
points that are going to be, we're going to have to be really hot on this to see who wins. But let's have a look. First season, let's simulate it and see who takes the early advantage. There we go. First season, Dad has won the league.
Only lost 2 games.
106 points as well.
Ooh, get in.
I mean, my 95 in 38 games is
really good.
Is unbelievable.
Because you only lost 3 games.
Yeah, one of them was against you. And of course, where you see where there's only 2 being shown, that is because of the different stages in Scotland. When you go towards the end of April, I think they've just started it as we're recording this. You then only play teams in the top 6.
Yeah.
And the bottom 6 play against each other as well. So that's like kind of like the championship group stage that they go into, and that's why you can only see 2. I got 2 of the losses in that stage. One of them was against you, and you only got 1. Oh, you got both losses in this stage, I think, and both of them were against me. Look at that. So that's 2 points. I've clawed back already.
Yeah.
But
it's
Dad
interesting
gets
that we
4
scored the
points
same
for
amount of
winning.
goals as well. Look.
Yeah, I'm just 22. You only conceded 19. We mentioned how good your defense was.
Yeah.
19
It's
goals.
definitely a good signing for me, that, wasn't it?
Yeah. So, profile of it. Maeda had 21 goals, as we mentioned. He's very good.
Yeah.
Simo is my right midfielder. So, Fabio Silva got 16, but Matt O'Reilly with 18. We dominated the player statistics a bit, didn't we?
Yeah.
Average rating, we were up there too. Greg Stewart was the only man that wasn't in our team for the player of the matches. And clean sheets, Joe Hart had 24.
Get in, Joe.
2 English goalkeepers, which I think is quite interesting, actually, because Scotland do have a good amount of goalkeepers that usually come through, but they are like 2 failed English goalkeepers in there.
I mean, Joe Hart was absolutely awful in Spurs when he. So
Yeah.
I was glad to get rid of him in the end. Really.
Jack Butland had so much promise when he was like early on in his career at Stoke, and then it just never really amounted to anything. I mean, the fact that he even had a loan spell at Man United was mental when you think about it. But here he is, rejuvenating his career in Scotland, and he's doing quite well. But okay, we're on Rangers. As we say, there's 2 cup competitions. That totals to 6 points. So if I clawed that back, then that's the 4 points I lost to Dad already. And I won both. I was more shocked to see that I qualified from the Champions League. But then I hit Liverpool.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh. But yes, I won both Scottish Cups,
dear.
which means that it's 6 points straight away. 3 for a domestic trophy each, or domestic cup each. Who did I beat in the finals? Celtic was one of them, which is another 2 points, beating you and knocking you out. And in the Premier Scottish Cup, Dundee in the final.
Ooh.
So you didn't make it to that final.
No, I hope you didn't knock me out.
We can see kind of, I mean, who did I beat in there? So I beat Inter Milan.
That's hella of a result.
Yeah. Drew twice to Real Sociedad. Nice. What about you, Dad? So you were knocked out by Aberdeen. So I didn't get the extra 2 points there. If I knocked you out earlier on, that would have been a bit of a Brucey bonus. But you qualified for the Champions League.
Yeah.
So that is mental. You lost to Barcelona in the round of 16, unfortunately, but the fact that you managed to get through your group is promising. Knocking out Feyenoord, who again, nothing against them.
No,
you just knocked them out.
Yeah,
that's just the game of football, isn't it? And the Serbian team, Red Star or Crvena, as they're known now, and Atletico Madrid.
So I only lost 1 game, so that was obviously against Atletico Madrid. So
yeah, fantastic start for us. Goals wise, Dad, Maeda got 27 for you, Matt O'Reilly got 24 and 19 assists. That's good. Mental from centre midfield.
Yeah, definitely.
Furuhashi did okay, not amazing.
Yeah. Disappointed with that one.
Yeah, your loan signing did very well.
Yeah.
In 14 appearances, got 13 goals. And 7 was off the bench. It's like, why aren't you playing him more?
Yeah.
Mental, isn't it, when they do that well? But, okay. Paulo Bernardo, you're also losing, but you haven't been playing him that much, so that doesn't matter too much. But Gabbia played 52 games.
There we go.
I think that's something that you might have to bring in.
For that amount of money, 4.8 million.
Yeah, but the money's not massive in
no,
Scotland.
That's a good signing, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
And so, my defence played.
Yeah.
well, 5 million. I think it's worth taking the 5 million out of that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm shocked of how much you actually got, 15 million. So
Yeah.
that's definitely worth it, I think, for bringing him in. What about myself? How much transfer money have I got? Oh, 4 million. Come on, guys. Jesus. And the two top scorers I had were both on loan.
Yeah.
So this isn't going to go well, is it? And I even got loan options to buy on Sema either, and he's already 3 times the amount of budget I've got.
Yeah.
So that's not good. Fabio Silva, I don't think I'll be bringing in from Wolves because he is
really, you've done well
40
to
million.
loan the 2 players, really.
Yeah, I mean,
the
it's
start.
already in real life, and
Yeah,
I
I know
don't
that,
have to worry about it.
For the team to bring them in, it's quite good. They're really how good they were.
Danilo got 19 goals. That's not too bad, but yeah, I don't know what I'm going to be able to do with just £4 million. So I'm thinking like, ugh. But let's have a look at the rest of the results, because as we know, we've got to count a lot of different wins, and we'll go through and make sure the point system is correct. But we're on Rangers now, so I lost against you in the league there. We already know I beat you in that cup final. Beat you in the league earlier on in December there, and I lost against you in that very first game that we come across against each other.
That was the first goal I conceded.
It was, yeah, from Ben Davies of all players, who is ex-Preston. Let's have a look at the points. Season number 1. Well, Omega Luke has a total of 10 points, while Omega Dad has 6. So, Dad, I take a slight advantage, actually, going into, which I didn't expect considering you won the league. But there we go. Points-wise, I'm a little bit ahead right now. Let's see if I can keep it that way. Starting off with a new star striker. Of course, I've just lost the top scorer in Fabio Silva and the right winger. So Nelson Viper comes in as a good cheap option for £4.3 million. He's got 3 and 4 already. Ignore the fact that it says 9.5. Of course, Diamonde was £4.5 million. But what I did do was cash in on some clauses that I had, and that allowed me to replace the right midfielder with Dennis Mann. He is a really good right-sided midfielder, Romanian, 26. Played in and around Europe, got him from Parma for half the price what they paid. And last season, he had a great season.
Playing well for you already.
3 goals and 4 already. Couple of free transfers though. Miss Hoy is a good youngster. I was looking to loan him out using the development list, but didn't happen. But I'm sure he can play some football, but he has good potential on the game anyway. And he's going to be a good backup, I guess, with Diamonde. Very similar attributes will start to play. Bertrand Traore, from a free transfer, can also play right midfield or up front, the 2 positions that I lost. So I think it's good I've replaced the 2 guys that I lost with 2 players in each position, or 1 player in each position with somebody who can play both. So that's good. He obviously used to play in the Premier League with Aston Villa, come through Chelsea at one point as well. Tactically, very similar to what I had last season. I won 2 cups, so I didn't really want to change it too much, if at all. And my team looks like that. So Nelson Viper and Mann go straight in there with Cantwell in behind. Diamonde is going to cause us a lot of problems. Of course, the opposition a lot of problems, should I say. Dad, you've had a very busy summer indeed. Yeah. Because Alistair Johnson left for £20+ million, 27 million, which is a right back. So I mean, doesn't look like 27 million pounds worth for me.
I don't, so that's why I cashed in.
Yeah. Joe Hart also left.
Yeah, he wanted to leave, didn't he? So went on a free beat. So
Iwata left as well, but you actually started signing players back here. So we've got Ron Schallenberg, great name. £5 million.
Just strengthen up on midfield. You know, he's good as well.
Yeah, he's really quality. Yeah. Gabriel Fuentes, left back, £2.8 million.
Needed a better left back, I felt, so I got this guy in.
Good attacking left back. Gabriel, you made the deal, got it done.
Yeah, that had to be my first signing. So.
Yeah, most important sign I think you made.
Yeah.
Luciano Rodriguez, £3.9 million.
Yeah, good winger or a reserve striker.
Yeah, can do both.
I mean, he finishes quite well, so
he's decent.
Yeah.
Then we got the keeper.
There's my keeper, one of my regular keepers.
One of your favourites. Yeah, you got speed dial for this guy.
Yeah, he's all right.
Liam Delap on loan. Can't see him playing too many games, but
he's there as a reserve. I mean, you do need to sort of strengthen your squad in depth, don't you really?
Yeah,
so.
And that I think is because you signed this man.
Yeah.
A lot of money being spent on Mbala and Zola.
He's a
12
beast,
million. He is a bit of a beast. 2 and 2
already.
already.
It's a good start.
And he hasn't really been playing for Fiorentina.
No.
So definitely worth bringing him in. But the right back replacement for Alistair Johnson, Colin Dagba.
I'm quite happy with this guy.
That's a
PSG.
really good sign for that cost.
Yeah, 750. Christ almighty.
Yeah.
That's a good sign, isn't it?
Absolutely. And then finally, Vicente Pizarro from Colo Colo. £3.6 million. Yeah. That's a very good deep line player. Yeah, playmaker.
Defensive sort of midfielder, sort of like he's good. I'm pleased with this guy. Only 21 as well.
Yeah, the only downside I would say is the homegrown quota you're going to struggle with in Europe.
Yeah.
There isn't much to worry about in the league in terms of like who you can register and everything, or rules and regulations in registering homegrown talent, but in Europe you might struggle with some of these players. Okay, but you kept the same tactic, you just won the league. Very unlike you, to be fair, but this is your starting 11 for Hashi goes in next to
you can see the three players, 4 players have gone in.
Yeah.
5 actually, because of 2 right back,
and
left back.
Yeah,
well, I think he was 6, so changed half a team, really.
Yeah, you have, yeah.
So it's a good signing.
Good upgrade.
Good transfer window, I think, for me, I think.
Such a big squad.
Yeah. But the problem is you just can't get rid of half of them, either, can you?
No. All right, let's have a look at my schedule then. Let's see. So I've had some European football to play as well, and I haven't qualified for the Champions League because that bloody team Feyenoord knocked me out. I hate them. Sometimes the story just writes itself.
It's brilliant, isn't it? I really like Feyenoord. They're really
good. I bet you do. I overcame Dynamo Kiev. Got nothing wrong with them. I beat them 5-0, but Feyenoord beat me across both legs, and now I'm in the Europa League, which actually it could suit me.
It's probably a little bit better because I don't think neither of us are going to win the Champions League.
No, because now it goes into the new format, so you can't drop into the Europa League.
No.
So on a European trophy, that's like 6 points on this. It's higher than what we give for winning the league, and this is the reason for it. If I'm to win a Europa League for Rangers, that is a lot better than winning the league. Whereas some people go, oh no, if you win the Premier League, you should get more points. We keep it the same, and we keep it this way for when we do leagues like this. Because winning a European competition for Rangers, even if it's the Europa Conference League, is way more impactful than winning the league. But the rest of the results, we're okay in the league. I don't think we've dropped too many points. We've only dropped 2 points there away to Dundee. Not Dundee United. We won't make that mistake again. We will. I'm really sorry. But there we go. Okay, so my Europa League fixtures, let's have a look at them, because this is obviously going to see whether we actually stand a chance in qualifying from this. How Leicester are in it, I don't know.
No.
They must have won the Carabao Cup.
Yeah, well, they must have done.
Because they are playing from the Championship. So that is Carabao Cup. No. FA Cup?
Yes.
They won the FA Cup.
Good on them.
From the Championship.
Yeah.
Wow. They won the Premier League, didn't they? I remember that. Anyway. Sevilla, Lyon. We got a team from Romania. We just signed a Romanian player. Besiktas, Leipzig. Do you like how I avoided saying the name of the team?
Yeah.
Dynamo Kiev, Legia Warsaw, and Leicester. So some good games there that we can hopefully win and get ourselves into the next stage of Europe. But your Champions League fixtures, oh, that's a shame, isn't it? There are some horrendous games that you'd play in there.
Oh dear,
but then also, like, Girona's done well to get in it. Marseille, AZ Alkmaar. AZ Alkmaar.
I mean, there's a couple of results you think, oh, I could win, but there's a few dead certs there that I'm not going to win.
Yeah, I reckon there's 4 games there that you can kind of write off there.
Yeah.
But okay, let's see what happens in this second season. Can Dad catch up on the points? Because there's a lot of points available each and every season. Oh, it's another league title, but it's a lot closer this time round.
Definitely was this time, yeah.
Just 2 draws, unfortunately for me, cost me against Dundee, not Dundee United.
Did you see the league positionings for the whole season, though?
Oh, let's have a look. Oh, no. Top the whole way through.
Oh, dear.
Until a loss to Celtic on match day 36. Oh, no. I lost to Aberdeen on the final game of the season. That cost me the league title. Cost me... Oh, no, it didn't.
No.
You already won.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I'm so glad that didn't cost me the league title. Dylan Vent was the top scorer of the league there. 26 goals from the Dutchman. Neither of our players are there,
No,
though.
I'm surprised with that.
Yeah. Miowski and Shankland are above, who are quite well known to score a lot of goals. But still, I'm really surprised that, you know, you sign in Zola. He's got a high average rating there, but not in there with the goals. Very interesting.
Your keeper won the clean sheets for the season.
Yeah, Butland got 20. You got 19, though, with Castillo, so it's not too bad. You lost 4 games, though, Dad, and another 2 was against me. But there's one that I lost against you already, which we've already seen. We'll have to trace back the other ones, but that's a tough one. That is a tough one. Maybe I want a Europa League and make me all happy. Semi-final, I'll tell you what. I didn't expect to see that.
I mean, you've done well because they're a good side as well.
Oh, yeah, Leipzig. There's a lot of money there. I would have faced Chelsea in the final, which, you know, I can't see me doing very well against, but buzzing with that, to be fair.
8-7 on aggregate.
7-3. I beat Sporting in the round before, which was a really good win.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
And not a Lazio.
Well, there you go.
God,
Definitely,
Jesus. Yeah, did
done well, really.
Very well. Not too bad, but as we've seen, I've won one cup and I'm runners-up in the other. And when I see runners-up, I'm more worried than what it would be if you're just eliminated earlier on by some random team. Who won the Premier Sports Cup this year? Oh, that's another 3 points for you, plus the 2 points for beating me and knocking me out. But the Scottish Cup, I'll beat Aberdeen. I know I've still knocked you out of it.
Yeah,
it's
you
3
wanted to knock me
points.
out, yeah.
It's still 3 points. Did you win the Champions League, Dad? No.
Playoff.
You got the playoff round, though.
Yeah.
That's not bad. But I did beat you in the semi-final. Come on, that's 2 more points. Let's go. All right, let's have a look. So you lost to Roma 2-1 in the knockout playoff round.
That's not too bad, is it?
In the league phase, you finished above Bayern Munich.
I'll take that.
And Inter Milan and Newcastle.
That's the two teams I thought was a definite loss for
Yeah,
me.
you're on the same points as Barcelona, in fact.
So who did I beat to get there? Did I beat any of them?
Ajax was the big team that you beat. Drew to Marseille and lost to the 3 you expect to lose
to the
to.
3 again, and yet I finished above 2 of them.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. But yes, I eliminated you from the semi-final there in that second cup, 2-0 in that semi-final, but went on to lose to Aberdeen. Was that the one I lost, or was it? No, you won that one. Sorry,
yeah.
I did get confused there. But there we go. So there's points that we need to add up because in the league we played each other a few times. You beat me there in March. Also in May, which we already knew about from when you overtook me in the league. But then you went and lost to me in that league game and there as well, which was that first game we seen.
Yeah.
So we beat each other twice in the league against each other, kind of cancelling each other out there. Goals wise then, Dad, you had 24 from Furuhashi.
Yeah, done it again, didn't he?
Rodriguez with 21. That's a great signing from you there. Maeda with 19 and Zola got 17. There's a lot, to be fair.
Yeah.
You're getting good amount of goals. Matt O'Reilly
shared it around quite a bit, so
good showing again.
Pleased with that.
Your transfer budget next year, 22 million. Bloody hell. I guess your finances must be really good. You got 92 million pound, no debts. Mine must suck. Because I don't think I been given that much. 5 million. Come on. I had 32 goals from Nelson Viper. I'm really pleased with that.
Very good signing.
Yeah. Considering he didn't get many in the league, he only got 50. I only got 50. It's still good, isn't it?
Yeah.
But he also had 12 in continental competitions. So in the Europa League, he got 12 goals. Diamonde, 20 and 19. What a monster. 17 from Cantwell, same as Matondo. Dennis Mann had a good season as well.
Good signing, yeah.
Yeah,
17 assists.
Second highest average rating across the season. So not bad at all. We'll count up the points.
I think we had a good transfer window between us there.
Yeah, we definitely did.
Yeah.
Count up the points and we'll see what happened at the end of season 2. Okay, so the season points is as follows. Omega Luke with 7, Omega Dad with 11, which means the total points after 2 seasons are Omega Luke with 17, Omega Dad with 17. Right, Dad, you sold 2 players that you only bought last season.
Yeah, well, I sold them for a profit, but I just wasn't happy with the amount of goals I conceded compared to the first season. So I've got to improve my defence, I think.
So the DM went, the left back went, and you brought in pretty much some good replacements. Kobayashi also went, which was the left-footed.
Yeah.
Centre back Rolston also left as well, which was your backup right back, and that is pretty much the positions that you filled in. You left the front half of the squad alone.
Yeah.
And you brought in Rosas to begin with, right back.
So it's definitely an improvement there, I think.
Yeah, I agree. Terzic, this is a very good signing. Cost money.
Yeah.
But he is very good.
Yeah, he is, yeah.
A lot of pace about him. Leo Pereira from Flamengo.
I was pleased to get this guy in.
So that's a good left-sided centre-back. Aruna Sangante from Le Havre. £12 million.
Yeah.
But
good centre-back, though.
Yeah, he is good.
Yeah.
Only 23 as well.
Yeah.
So for age-wise, for future.
Yeah.
And, of course, for anybody who wants to take over on patreon.com/MegaLukeGaming Gaming or the channel membership page, you can press join. You get the save game file at the end of it. Whether it's because you want to continue the save, whether it's because you want to just pinch some of the tactics that we have used, or you just want to have a browse and have a look, you can do so on patreon.com/MegaLukeGaming Gaming or on the channel membership page. And you get access to early videos as well on the channel membership, because as soon as they're ready, I just put them out for the channel members and schedule it for the regular upload, as well as the podcast, which you can find on both Patreon and the channel memberships. We'll do a weekly or bi-weekly. Is bi-weekly 2 in a week, or is it the other one?
I don't really know.
Or every other week?
Just say every other week.
Yeah, we kind of do one a week or every other week. There'll be a podcast as well, where we just yap about what's happening in real life football for about 30 minutes. Sometimes it goes off and I lose my head. Sometimes Dad comes up with really controversial takes. That's what you've done this summer. but you've also kept the same
Yeah, I'm gonna
similar
keep the
tactic.
same tactic, yeah.
And your starting 11 looks like this as a best 11, very similar to what it was last year
more
with
happy
these
with
two
that.
adding in and Rosas as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so change the defense around. Rangers, what have I been up to? Well, I loaned out Danilo. I sold another striker in Sam Lammers. Brought in a couple of good players, but not amazing. And I've sold a good amount there. 3.2, £9 million on Dujon Sterling. Didn't even use him. Connor Goldson, £8.5 million up to 10 on a 32-year-old. I didn't really want to sell him, but I would have to replace him at some point.
Yeah.
And I think that's the main thing. So,
Good money for a 32-year-old, though.
yeah, absolutely. To begin with, Mats Hansen from Paderborn, brought in as a centre defensive midfield or a centre mid, good on the ball. So I like that signing. Martin Luciano from Newell's Old Boys, a left back. Very good left back as well. 4-star in my squad. Kenneth Schmidt from Freiburg. £8 million on a centre back is a lot. But I think as a replacement with that amount of pace, and he's left footed, I'm really pleased with that one.
Yeah.
And can also fit in at left back too. Then a couple of free transfers. Taylor Harwood-Bellis. You're not the only one who sorted out your defence. Really good on a free transfer, to be honest. Looks like he's I'm really happy to be here. Yeah. Buzzing. Yeah, cheers. And then Conrad de la Fuente from Marseille. You can play on both wings and cause a lot of trouble with that pace, agility, acceleration. And then finally, I'll loan Loris Karius because I needed a backup goalkeeper. My tactic, I'm going all out. Look at that. Huge change.
It's a big change in it.
But we've got one centre defence midfield. Miss Hoy actually goes into the team above Diamonde, but I'm kind of like, I don't know whether that actually would happen a lot throughout the season because Diamonde has been going in there quite often, so I didn't nail anybody in. The rest of the team, though, looks like this. I need to go for it this season and claw back the points that I've lost, and that's what I'm going for. It says Danilo, but of course he isn't there. Nelson Viper's there, so that it would kind of look like that, really, more than anything. Okay, let's have a look at the schedule then and see if it's been paid off. So far, so good.
Definitely, yeah.
I even knocked out Nice in the Champions League qualification.
Very good.
That is nice, Nice.
Just set you up, didn't I?
Lugano was the first team I eliminated, but yeah, Nice is also gone, so I'm now in the Champions League again. I need some of that money, and that's the most important thing. But in the league, I haven't dropped any points. I'm currently top. We haven't played each other again, Dad.
No.
What about your fixtures? Let's see. That is because you dropped 2 points
St. Johnstone's,
there against St. Johnston.
Yeah.
Oh, you haven't conceded any goals though.
No.
Just didn't score in that last
Sorted me
one.
defence out and they're working already. So
now I've noticed
could be
it
in for a good
already,
season.
but you are playing finals.
I'm happy with that.
In the Champions League.
We got it. We got
like an
an agreement.
expedition, that
we got
wasn't
we got an agreement. They just let me go through, didn't
yeah,
they?
I bet the manager's over for pints after and the lot. Is it Onslaught still? Before he moved to Liverpool? It is Onslaught. Yeah, future Liverpool manager. You got Antwerp
Look
as
at my
well.
last two games.
Should
Though.
be
What
alright
chance
there.
have I got with the last two games I got? Look.
Yeah, but I think you might have already qualified because I think you're good enough to beat Antwerp, Fenerbahce, and Feyenoord.
Yeah.
At least get a result in one of those
I reckon
three.
I
You
could
might
get
be
a
alright.
result against Porto.
Yeah, you
Mine's
could be
away
okay
though.
there. Let's have a look at my Champions League fixtures as well. Juve, I've also got Antwerp and Fenerbahce, so that's interesting. Molde and we've got very similar
Almost the same
games.
teams, yeah.
This is what I mean when it's like, the new format's gonna be great because you're gonna see loads of games which are it's just the same teams.
Yeah.
We're all playing the same teams. It's weird. Well, does the gamble of this tactic pay off me this season as much as it has at the start? Let's simulate season 3 and find out. Okay, so it's 96 to 94 points. So you get 4 points winning the league again, but I'm so close there. It's just 2 points off.
Look at my goal difference as well. That's I've improved it again. Goals against 17.
I scored 3 of them, look.
Yeah,
Which
so it
doesn't
paid
bode
off.
well.
So my defence out again, paid off again.
Yeah, you lost 4 games. One of them was against me. At least one of them, anyway.
Yeah.
I lost 6, though, and that's not good.
Ooh, 2 of them are there from me.
There's 2 of them from you out of the 5. So that's not a good start for me whatsoever. Nelson Viper's top scorer with Nzola.
Yeah, well done.
So both of us are up there.
Yeah.
I think Nelson's just higher because maybe he played less minutes. I think that's what they base it on after. So the better striker. 25 clean sheets in 38 games. That's mental.
That's hell of a return, isn't it?
Yeah.
What a return that is.
Because I had 11 less.
Yeah.
And I'm still thinking, that's good. The pass positions, yeah, you overtook me and just stayed there by the looks of it. It must have been close the whole way through, though. That's the weird thing, isn't it?
Like 2 points in it, so...
Yeah, with it only being 2 points. Both Dundees got relegated.
Ooh.
Oh, it's a bad time for that town.
Both on 31 points as well.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
They can't even split each other, really.
Really close to the go to it. They had the same result, look.
Yeah.
1-7, drew 10. And you complain when I got you two confused.
Nor do I.
Let's not go down that rabbit hole again.
No.
What about the cup competition? That's how I need to rescue this, because you got 4 points from that straight away before we even look at the results. None.
Oh, but I can see my name on there quite a few times.
And you knocked me out in both, which is another 2 in both. Maybe it was because I was too busy focusing on the bloody Champions League. How did I get to the quarterfinal? Lost to PSG in the quarterfinal.
Look at the teams that's around you.
Yeah, I stand out like a sore thumb there.
God almighty.
Yeah, they're like, oh yeah, Arsenal, Chelsea, PSG, Liverpool. Rangers is still in it.
They're all there going, let me get Rangers, let me get Rangers.
Yeah, 100%. Let me get that tosser from England who manages Rangers. Round of 16, I knocked out Leipzig.
No. Good.
Who we both played in the league phase. In the knockout round, which is where you were eliminated by Atletico Madrid.
Oh, no, you know who that is, don't you?
Yeah, Simeone. Oh, I've always loved him. Such a huge fan. Is he still there? Yeah, go on, Diego.
What made it worse is right at the beginning of the game, you come up to shake man, I went like that.
You fooled him, Dad. I beat Benfica 4-3, which is a good result there. League phase. We finished very close to each other, 11th and 14th. I finished higher, but I won 4 games, beat Porto, Ajax and Juve, drew 2, drew to Liverpool. Drew to Mulder, which is annoying, because I would have... I know I wouldn't have gone through automatically. But I lost to Leipzig, who I then knocked out, and Fenerbahce. However, Dad, you won 3 games. Antwerp, Newcastle, Porto. You drew to Fenerbahce and Leipzig. You lost to Man City, Inter Milan, and Feyenoord.
Yeah, I let them come through.
Too nice to them. But did you go on and win those 2 cups?
I beat you in the semi-final in one of them. So.
That is the big question. You did.
Get in.
So that is another 6 points.
I've done the treble that season.
That is a huge season for you there. Goals-wise, 33 from Inzola, Maeda with 22, for Hash with 17, and Rodriguez is low. But it's so, like, a low amount of goals for what you've achieved, and that's because your defence was so good.
Well, I only conceded 19 goals, so...
Yeah, in the league.
That's a lot of goals then, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the league, yeah, so...
Transfer budget, 27? This is getting ridiculous.
I've just done the treble, mate.
Yeah, I know, but how am I supposed to catch you? Let's have a look at my transfer budget. 16's not bad. I can live with 16.
Yeah.
I
mean, you did do well in the Champions League, so you deserve to get some money.
Yeah, absolutely. Nelson Viper is holding the fort up, really, with 37
really
and 49.
Yeah.
Conrad De La Fuente was a good free sign in there as well. Todd Cantwell's not done too bad. Neither is Dennis Mann. It's okay. It's nothing to be too negative about. I think we need to really focus on the recruitment for next season, because points-wise, we're going to be struggling. There's a lot of losses against Celtic. I mean, I beat you there, which isn't too bad. I also beat you there. So there's 2 wins in the league, but I lost against you twice in the league as well. So that's kind of cancelled each other out. Okay, we'll tally up the points. Let's count them. So the total points for season number 3 is Omega Luke with 2, Omega Dad with 16, meaning the total points now are Omega Luke with 19, Omega Dad with 33. Right, Dad, I needed to focus on recruitment big time this summer. And I sold 2 big players, £9 million there for my left back, Matt Hansen, going to the same club, which was my CDM. Didn't really play that much, unfortunately, because of the all-out attack tactic that I went for. Thankfully, I've changed that.
It didn't work for you, did it?
It didn't. No, it didn't pay off. That gamble did not pay off whatsoever. It looked like it could have done at the start of the season, but as soon as I come up against somebody who was quite strong in defence, like yourself, I struggled. What I have done, though, is I've recruited big. Cameron Archer, coming in from Sheffield United, £15 million. Last season got 18 goals in the Championship.
It's good.
Hasn't got anything even right now.
He scored 17 the season before as well. So.
Yeah, he scored 0 right now. He has got 2 assists though, so he's doing okay. So that's a big signing, £15 million. But I got some good freebies as well. Ernest Nuama comes in. You can naturally play on both wings.
Yeah.
Emil Holm from Spezia. He's a really good right back. Plays on left back as well if we need it. Liam Kelly, I needed a homegrown goalkeeper. The homegrown quota was struggling for us. Spent £1.9 million, but hey, that's what you have to do, I guess. Demrovic He's a good striker, can also play left wing. We've also got Salcedo, who is a good centre-back from Paraguay. Cheap as well, only 800k. Leipzig, Yannick Eduardo for £2.9 million, Czech Republic. And
Couple of good strikers you got in there, mate.
yeah, and I've also loaned Lucas Duarte, who is a good CDM option for me anyway.
Good transfer window.
Tactically then, we've gone to a 4-2-2. We are using that centre midfield on attack.
You had to change it, didn't you?
Yeah, we've got 2 up top. Going for it this year. Cameron Archer's on the bench, which is like, oh, that's £15 million well spent, isn't it? Let's have a look.
You only need an injury there, don't you? At least you got a good one coming back in there.
Absolutely. And come off the bench as well, I guess. What have you done then, Dad? So you sold £9.5 million worth there, and Furuhashi being the main crux of that, to be fair. Didn't sell anybody else, I don't think, from last season. But what you have done is you bought really well.
Yeah.
There's a lot of money being spent here. £36 million on 2 players. Esposito being the first one. He looks a bit of a beast already.
Good striker.
21 years old.
I know 21s are good for the future as well.
Great family they are, aren't they?
Yeah,
the
they are.
Espositos.
We do like them, don't we?
Lucas Robertone from Almeria.
Yeah.
£20 million. It's
Yeah,
a
but
lot.
he's good attacking midfielder, so I'm just straight. I mean, my defence is solid.
Yeah.
So what else do I improve then? So I improve my midfield and my strike force.
Says that, then he goes and buys a goalkeeper for 10 million.
He's a better keeper than my normal one, so I lost my reserve keeper, so get him in.
And then basically a free transfer, you just had to pay a little bit of a compensation fee, is
I thought this guy was good for the price.
Yeah, so there we go. Well,
Yeah.
It's free, basically.
Well, yeah.
You have to pay 66 just in compensation. Tactically, you're keeping it the same.
Yeah.
And
Why
this
should I
is
change?
your strongest 11 as well. So Hatate's actually come in, which is we haven't seen him yet. But
No.
he is in there.
Yeah.
Pizarro is probably your best player, I'd say, at the minute.
Yeah.
He's been solid for you the last couple of seasons.
I'm surprised that none of my big signings would have come in, really.
I know. I
So,
thought Esposito definitely would have gone
Yeah.
up front, but he hasn't played that much.
just
really.
the keeper really has come in and replaced. But I've still got strength and depth now.
Yeah. Schedule. All wins so far.
Yeah.
And yet again, we play each other very soon, but not quite yet. It's like they're scheduled to do that, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
It's
Yeah.
like, let's keep the old firm until after the transfer window. So, yeah, you only conceded 2 so far, but it's 5 wins from 5. What about myself? Oh, mine's always like so scrappy because I've got to play so many Champions League qualifiers. But I'm in the Europa League. Knocked out of the Champions League thanks to Marseille after overcoming Club Brugge. Domestic games,
you
I
beat
won.
Marseille in the first round.
Yeah,
first
1-0.
leg at home.
Yeah, Nelson Viper with a goal. Never mind. My Europa League fixtures are as follows. We've got Sporting. Ugh. We've got Rennes. Worst team ever. In real life, nothing against them. They're just on the game. Ugh. There's a bad save once where they were really good. Apollon Limassol from Greece, or Cyprus, is it? Cyprus. And then we got Real Betis, Villarreal, Basel, Maribor, and PAOK, who are from Greece.
You got a good chance there.
I think so too. I'd be disappointed if we don't win every game other than maybe the Villarreal, Real Betis one. Definitely the Rennes one. I want to hammer them. And it's at Ibrox as well. Let's have a look at your schedule games here. Your Champions League games. Marseille, Galatasaray, but they're coming to you.
Yeah, that's
so it's
right
not too bad. Real Sociedad, you got to go to them. That's hard.
Yeah. Liverpool, Milan, that's too hard.
Liverpool, Milan in the middle.
Oh, Atletico Madrid again. He's going to...
Yeah, and Man City at the end.
I'm going to kick him this time.
Yeah. He's still there too.
Of course he is. He would never
Pep
lose.
Guardiola's
Pep's still there
still
as
at
well.
Man City.
That's unusual.
Yeah. Zidane's
Ooh.
Liverpool manager, by the way, in case anybody wanted to know. Pioli? No, there's Klopp.
Oh, there's Klopp.
What a
I
surprise.
thought he said he retired.
Yeah, no, he's only taken a year out.
Yeah, only
This is
2
3 years later, 4 years. Let's see. Dad took a huge step ahead of me in that last month or last season that we had. So now it's time for me to make a comeback. Let's see what happens. And finally, I win the league title in the 4th
Oh, and he
season.
lost 2 games?
And I still won the league title. My defense is so good. Draws 8 games. I only lost 3. One of them was against Dad, though. Dad lost 2. Neither of them was against me. So that's poor. However, my goal difference, 92, 117.
You just scored more than me because I conceded least.
No, who won the league title, though? Esposito scored the most goals for you, Dad. Demirovic
Good
got
signing.
16 for me there. A lot of players dominated around.
That's interesting because he
Celtic.
wasn't in my starting lineup, was he?
No.
Espirito.
So he's pushed his way into it.
That's what I wanted him to do.
Absolutely. Right, we're on Rangers. Can I capitalise on that and gain more points? Oh, runners up. I'm winner. Semi-final again in the Europa League.
You're getting there.
All right, let's have a look at that then. We'll dive deep into that. Oh, I could have played Man United. Look, I avoided them. Valencia and Atalanta in the final. Valencia won 1-0. But let's have a look. League phase. Oh
dear, oh dear.
Wow, I finished above Toll? Never heard of them. Must be some shite team from England. Drew 1 against Villarreal, but I won 7. How much I beat Rennes by 3-0. Ah! Up yours, Rennes, who still qualified, unfortunately. I hope I knocked him out. Let's have a look. So I went straight into the round of 16 and knocked out Lask. That's where Rennes were eliminated. See ya! Quarter-final against Dinamo Zagreb, so that's not a bad win at all either. And semi-finals, of course, where we were eliminated. Not bad. But I won one cup, the Premier Sports Cup, against St Johnstone in the final.
You might have knocked me out, though.
And I was runners-up in this one.
Come on.
No!
Oh, I've had a real bad season.
That's a what? Oh, that's another 3 points that I really should be getting.
Yeah.
Is that the first cup that's not been won by us?
I think it is.
And we're in season 4.
Yeah.
Okay, Dad, who eliminated you from those cup competitions? St Johnstone by 1, Rangers in the other.
Semi-final.
So there's 2 points anyway that I gained just from knocking you out there.
Yeah.
But you can beat St Johnstone. Couldn't beat St Johnstone. Could have been us in the final, but no. Not down the league phase, Dad. Didn't qualify.
Awful.
Oh dear. Down in 30th. Didn't even know it went that low, did you?
No. I won one game. Who did I beat?
One game against Milan. That's the hardest one there.
Yeah, wasn't it?
Against Jurgen Klopp. He should have been sacked on the spot. You drew to Diego Simeone's Atletico Madrid, though.
And Liverpool.
You lost 4 games. Oh, you lost against like the easier teams in the
that's terrible,
league phase.
That is terrible.
Yeah. But okay, final did alright though. Good for them.
Yeah. Well done.
Goals wise, Dad. 32 from Esposito in 32 starts. 15
that?
off the bench. So that just shows how he's pushed himself onto the pitch.
Yeah.
15 appearances off the bench, and then all of a sudden...
He's in there first.
Yeah, and he's looking really good in terms of ability.
Yeah.
That's some development, isn't it, in 1 year?
What a striker that is now.
As well, yeah. My word. Yeah, look at that for development.
Yeah.
Attribute-wise, everything's going up. Lovely stuff. Maeda with 18 goals as well. 16 from Inzola. Matt O'Reilly's done well. Luciano Rodriguez with 18 assists.
Yeah, good.
So not bad. Money for next season, though. 17 million. Coming down.
It had to be, didn't it? I didn't
Terrible
win
Champions League.
I had a bad season, so.
Yeah. Let's have a look at my squad, though. 24-24 for Diamonde. Not even a striker. He's a centre mid. Does he take penalties or something? He doesn't. He just scored that many goals from centre midfield. I told you tonight. Centre midfield on attack. He's very bloody good at it. He looks great too. So attribute-wise, I'm sure he's a very attractive man. But
So you got the formation right this time.
yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Demrovic was the top scorer. Was a free transfer. Cameron Archer actually scored a lot of goals, which I'm glad because he costs a lot of money. And actually Nelson Viper. So 3 of my strikers.
Well, you got 4.
Four.
You got
Yeah,
4
because
players.
Eduardo got 16.
Yeah, but you got 4 players in the 20s. That's impressive.
Dennis Mann got 16 and 12. Todd Cantwell got 15 and 12. Wingers getting 13, even a backup winger.
That's good.
Yeah, a lot of goals coming in this season. I'm pleased with that one. But my transfer budget for next season, 15 million. Oh, finally, we're on level terms.
Yeah.
All right, so schedule-wise, when we played against each other, I can see a draw there. That's frustrating. The first game was also a draw as well. I lost against you in that fixture there. Drew against you in February. And then beat you in that Scottish Cup, but lost against you in the league there. So we'll total up the points. Let's see how it looks. So the season points is as follows. Omega Luke with 9, Omega Dad with 2. Which means the total points are Omega Luke with 28, Omega Dad with 35. Okay, the transfers for Rangers, because I'm still slightly behind you in terms of points.
Pulled it back well, though, so it's well within your reach this one.
Yeah, we know there's so many points in Scotland that just the fact that I'm only, like 9 or 8 points behind can be easily
2
overcome
cups,
with. Yeah, 2 cups and beating you in it is enough to do that. Signings and sellings. Sellings first. Danilo has left the club, as well as Todd Cantwell for £15 million. Another £7 million went out with Cammy Gallagher, who is a new gen going to Liverpool. Probably would have been okay. I mean, only 3-star potential, so maybe not so much, but it had a lot of promise to begin with. But the signings I brought in: let's start off. Joris Chatard, the most I've spent on a player so far, £22 million. A lot of it was installments for a very good centre defence midfield. I think that's the position that I really needed to focus on this season. And Chatard comes in and does just that, because Duarte, who we signed last year, was actually recalled halfway through the season by Manchester United to start playing games, and he was doing very well for me.
Yeah.
I missed him in that second half of the season. Sergio Gomez still on a free transfer, left back or left winger.
Good signing.
Yeah, absolutely. Strong left foot for a freebie as well. Keepers, I brought in 2 because I lost both of my goalkeepers. So Kovacevic joins for £2.3 million, the Serbian, always a cheap option to look out for. And Alban Lafont from Nantes, who hasn't had a lot of game time, unfortunately. Well, actually, he has. He just hasn't developed very well. But 14 clean sheets in the French league. That's the second division. That's why they've been relegated.
Yeah.
Oh, what have I done?
But then he's only your reserve keeper.
Yeah, he's
isn't
only
he?
a reserve keeper. And then the final sign-in, Sergei Pinyaev, or Pinyaev, 22-year-old, plays naturally on both wings. He's the talented boy, is this one. Only 22 is promising. He went to Man City early on in his career, never played. £16 million is a lot, but I think he can definitely improve our lineup. So we're keeping the same tactic. Our best 11 looks like this. The new signings have gone in. We've probably now got our strongest looking squad that we've had throughout this whole rebuild. And yeah, I'm excited. And also, I don't have anybody that's aging. I've got a feeling everybody's in like their mid-20s.
Yeah.
I think maybe even Gomez is like the only oldest one above that. So it's a very young lineup. Cameron Archer, 25. Yeah, very young lineup.
Yeah.
So for you Patreon members, you can take it over and enjoy yourself for the next few years without having to worry about replacing anybody if you didn't want to. Okay. Dad's Celtic, sorry, let's have a look. So, you did sell a few players. You also lost Castiles as well. You keep
wanted to go, so went on a freebie, out of contract.
So guess what Dad had to do? Buy another keeper. It's like his favourite hobby to do. You also sold Maeda for 20 million.
Yeah.
16 for Sangant. And 11 for Carter Vickers. So, a couple of centre-backs going out there as well. And Leo Pereira.
I think I had about 4 spare centre-backs, didn't I, at one stage, so it was silly to keep him in the team.
And let's have a look. Who you replaced him with? A centre-back.
Yeah.
A good centre-back, though, Bamba.
I was improving it as well,
Yeah.
So.
On an awful amount of money.
Yeah, he was,
185k, but he did just come from Qatar.
Yeah.
So he was on stupid amounts already. Bazunu from Southampton.
He's my new keeper. I think he's a better keeper as well.
Yeah,
so
I'll give you
straight
that.
in my team.
Mohamed Abdelmonem from
well
Al Ali. Nailed that. Probably didn't. Egyptian, 28-year-old. Good centre-back, to be fair. Brings back defence. Good positioning as well. Then we got Gabri Martinez. This is very similar to my Pinyaev transfer,
good on both wings.
I think my player's slightly better, but good on both wings. Very tricky. Agility and pace, etc. Tommy Conway, one of us, has finally bought a Scottish player to go into our first team. We're really sorry.
I'll tell you what, he's not a bad striker, really,
he's
is
good. Yeah, he is
finishing
good.
as 17, composure 16.
Yeah, his first time playing in Scotland as well.
Yeah.
So he was actually at Middlesbrough last season in the Premier League, got 6 goals and 5 assists. Good average rating as well. So you signed him, got 1 goal already in 4 appearances. But I think that is literally the first Scottish, possibly, I think the first Scottish player we bought for the first team. I think
probably, yeah.
But I'm sorry, people of Scotland. There's not a lot of good players for you guys on this. It's very difficult. We have tried because the homegrown quota has been kicking our ass in Europe.
Well, mine was very bad this season.
Yeah, you were missing out on loads of players playing in Europe. Ricky McJanet, Manchester United, but he is Scottish. Playing at left back is more of a backup option for you on loan. And then finally, possibly a really good replacement in midfield for you there is Manu Molanes
from our favourite Spanish
from Mallorca. Yeah, our favourite Spanish team. After going to watch them a few months ago, £17 million. Last season got 13 assists in La Liga 2. So tactically, you're looking like this. You've changed it slightly up front there. You've gone for a deep line forward to allow Conway to play in his better position.
Yeah, I wanted to lock him in as well, so that's what I've done then.
Yeah, because if we didn't lock them in and we pressed best 11, it looks like that.
Lost him then,
Why isn't Molanes in there?
Don't know.
We don't know. So that's the reason why Dad has done that. And on my side of things, as we've already seen, so let's have a look at the schedule then. So again, we haven't played each other at the start of the season. It's always the next one. I haven't conceded a goal. Who's got the good defense now? And I've been scoring them too. 3-0, 5-0, 5-0, 2-0, 2-0, 4-0. And I'm already qualified for the Champions League. So, Atletico Madrid.
You can have him this time.
Inter, Dortmund. Spartan Young Boys, the 2 easier ones. Bayern Munich and Juve. and then Brest. So we'll probably do really well against these and make a tit of ourselves against Brest.
He was going to say it.
Celtic, though, schedule looks like this. Dad is playing Europa League football next year against Manchester United. You beat Hibs. You got past this Danish team, sorry. Aberdeen 4-0, so it shows how far advanced we are compared to the other teams in Scotland, because I think we're just wiping the floor with them a little bit. And then you drew against St Johnstone.
My fucking side.
That's because Dortmund knocked you out. You had a good first leg against them, 0-0. But the second leg, unfortunately, didn't go in your favour. No. So Europa League for you, Dad. You've got Lask, HJK, Red Star, Fenerbahce, Maccabi Haifa.
I'd be disappointed if I don't get...
Yeah, I would be too.
Well into the rounds.
Well, I've got to the semi-final twice.
Yeah.
So that's a target for you there.
To be, yeah.
But the points are very close. And it's the final season. Who takes home the bragging rights in the old firm 5-year rebuild? Let's find out. Well, the final season is won by me, Dad. I don't know why you're celebrating.
Oh, no.
90 points to 90, which means on goal difference, we had exactly the same all the way through. Guess you had a better goal difference. Oh, my defense is so good. 4 losses each. You beat me once there, I beat you once there, but that's all of your fixtures instead of... how close was it? It's not too bad. I overtook you towards 7 or 8 games.
Really, isn't it?
Yeah, 7 or 8 games left.
I'm worried now.
Well, that's another 4 points. Clawed it back already.
You only need to win the cups and then you've done it.
Yeah, you dominate the goals, 26 and 21 from Esposito and Inzola. Diamonde with 19 only. Diamonde, that's my centre mid. Do I have any strikers? He scored goals or what? Oh, they're all down here, look. 3 of my strikers, 6th, 7th and 8th, but 3rd is Diamonde, my centre midfielder. In 29 appearances, 19 goals, and definitely no, he's not my penalty taker. He took 1 penalty and missed it.
That's why he only took 1.
Always reminds me of when Plymouth Argyle won the league and Graham Coughlin was the top scorer and he was centre back.
Yeah.
And somehow we won the league. Mental. But there we go. Well done to Mohamed Diamonde, my favourite Rangers player right now. But competitions, I need to win both of these to stop Dad from winning. Did I do it? No! Neither.
Check the semi-final, that one.
And you knocked me out, which means it's 2 points in your favour. Runners up. Did you win it? Yeah.
Oh, get in.
It's 3 points, plus 2 for beating me in the final. Knocking me out of that one, and you went on and won it.
Cup's done it for me.
You did, yeah.
Cup's done it for me.
Cup's definitely done it for you.
I like the cups in Scotland, don't I?
Yeah, you are the cup king in Scotland. Although, to be fair, lately you have been winning a lot more cups.
Yeah.
I know. In the previous few rebuilds, you've been more of the cup guy than the league guy. Speaking of, Arsenal versus Tottenham was our last one, who just knocked me out of the Champions League. Make sure you check that one out. It's a lot of fun. That
awesome one that was.
Dad was Arsenal, and he felt in his element.
I still haven't recovered yet.
No,
Mate,
I mean,
I spent 2 days in bed after that.
Yeah, a lot of people are going, normally he buys all the Arsenal players, so now he's just Arsenal.
Well, that's why we put a little twist into it, right?
Yeah. I finished in the top 8 here, Dad.
Yeah, well done.
4 wins, Brest, Young Boys, Sparta Prague and Dortmund. Drew to Juve, Inter and Atletico Madrid. Only lost to Bayern Munich.
Drew the odd games, really, I think.
Yeah, didn't do too bad there. But here we go, let's have a look. Quarter-final by Nice. Fortunate on penalties. Penalties cost you from getting to that semi-final, who you would have faced Eintracht Frankfurt.
Oh, and they're your favourite team in Germany?
Just in case you didn't know. I know you were already curious. They are. So, there we go. Round of 16, Dad, you knocked out Basel. They are from Switzerland, in case you didn't know. The knockout playoff round, you weren't actually in. But you finished 3rd behind the team I support and my favourite team from Germany. You lost 1 game to Manchester United, the team that I support.
That.
And you drew to HJK. Wow, that is a bad one. All the way from Finland. So there we go. But the games that you won, let's have a look at that. The league phase, you won 6 games. Genk, Sarajevo 7-0. 10-0 against Fenerbahce. in Fenerbahce.
But I'll struggle to get out of that country then.
Whoa. Goals-wise, Dad, 48 in 50 starts from Esposito is mental.
Yeah.
32 from Nzola in 21 starts. Again, that's crazy numbers.
I'm surprised he started because I locked the other guy in, didn't I?
Well, he didn't.
Conway.
He didn't.
Well,
21 starts.
I'm surprised he started that many games. And he scored 32, so it's a hell of a reply from him.
Tommy Conway started 53.
Yeah.
Only got 19 goals. That's what I mean, Scottish fans. Unfortunately, your players are pretty trash at the minute.
I can't believe I got that many goals and I only come second.
Yeah. It's all about your defence. Patreon members or channel members who want to take over the save, of course, you can pitch the tactic or whatever you want to do. But transfer budget-wise, Dad doesn't have one yet. Although we are quite early. 22nd of May, it might not have been given to us yet. I might be, yeah, because I've got 16 there. So whether I've been given it and you haven't, I don't know. But no debts or anything. My finances are looking quite secure now. Whereas Dad is in the mud. Oh, he's ruined the club.
Come on, what have I done?
He's pushed it down in the mud.
That's
you
probably
know
why
what
they
he's
didn't give
like.
me nothing then, isn't it?
Bankrupt the club. He's the worst thing to ever happen. Oh, Omega Dad, worst thing to ever happen to this club. There we go.
I won 4 league titles, mate.
Yeah, I'm downhill now.
No, I didn't. I won
3.
3 league titles, yeah.
Yeah, let's
Last
remember
2,
that.
I didn't get that last one, then I was disappointed with that.
Right, but there we go. I hope you enjoyed it. Let's have a look at the final points tally. Season 5 points are as follows. Omega Luke with 5, Omega Dad with 11. Meaning the total points are Omega Luke with 33, Omega Dad with 46. Well, Dad, you won this one. I think the points was a bit flatter in your favour.
Yeah, I think it was.
We were very close in a lot of
I mean,
this.
3 league titles and 2 league titles for you.
Yeah, it's just those cups, really.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for me, but yeah, hope you enjoy it. If you do take over the save game file and pinch the tactics and stuff like that, then again, patreon.com/MegaLoopGaming or on the channel memberships. And remember, with the channel memberships, you get early access to some videos as well as the podcast, which is on both Patreon and channel memberships. And if you want to come watch the wrestling, we've just had the Electric Boogaloo show, which is that poster up there. We've got the next one planned for July the 6th. It's a Saturday. Please, if you love wrestling and you are able to come down to Plymouth, definitely recommend
it. It's going to be a good one. Really good. You got some good wrestlers coming down.
We've got some unbelievable wrestlers. Former NXT UK wrestler Wild Boar is on the card, as well as me. So you get to see me, and Dad's there too. So there was actually a viewer who came and watched on the weekend, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He was sat there and come over to us after and had a good chat with you.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
So yeah. Lovely stuff. Make sure all the links will be down. And of course, if you can't actually come along, you can actually donate as well to the charity. It's a Plymouth Children's Hospital charity. Once again, to the Derriford Children's Ward. That's the charity that we're doing for this one. So each time, we've got 3 charities that we're going to work with on a roll-in basis. And that's the one for this show. So thank you very much. If you can contribute, even if it's just a $5, it really does help that charity.
Yeah, definitely.
So thank you very much. And we'll see you next time, but make sure you watch this video because I've done 10 seasons at Everton and it was tricky.